In Washington, the House passed a bill today to ban TikTok in the U.S. if the Chinese-owned parent company ByteDance refuses to sell its stake. The bill passed by an overwhelming vote of 352 to 65, with the White House already announcing their support for the bill. If it passes the Senate, it would lead to a nationwide ban of the video app. Passing with bipartisan support, both sides of the aisle have said the primary goal is not to ban the app.
I don't support a ban on TikTok. The legislation did not ban TikTok. It's simply a divestiture of TikTok so that this social media platform can be owned by an American company that would protect the data and the privacy of the American consumer.
ByteDance would have 5 months to sell the China-linked social media platform if the bill is enacted. Otherwise, the bill would prohibit TikTok from being available for download in app stores.
And Kentucky's congressional delegation is divided on that legislation, even including among Republicans.
Our Washington correspondent Aaron Kelly has been tracking their votes and joins us from Capitol Hill.
4 of Kentucky's 5 Republican House members voted for the bill. Congressman Thomas Massie of Northern Kentucky was the lone exception, voting no along with Congressman Morgan McGarvey. Massie led the opposition on the House floor today. He says this is a well-intentioned bill that could have negative consequences.
Some of us just don't want the president picking which apps we can put on our phones or which websites that we can visit. We wouldn't let another country take over Ford Motor Company for selling Ford cars in their country. Yet that's what we're wanting to do here.
At the urging of TikTok, lawmakers were inundated with calls telling them to vote against the measure. According to Republican Congressman Guthrie of Bowling Green, some calls even came from students in classrooms where teachers could be heard in the background. Here's what he told me after he and the rest of the House Energy and Commerce Committee approved the bill last week.
I can't imagine how kids are doing that with teachers not being aware of this, but that was going on yesterday. So listen, we're not banning TikTok. What we're saying is the Communist Party of China has to divest itself of TikTok.
I caught up with Congressman Andy Barr of Lexington after the vote today. He says he believes the bill is constitutional.
This bill does not violate the First Amendment. It does not violate our sacred principle of freedom of speech. This is a national security law that is in the best interest of the American people.
McGarvey, who appeared in several TikTok videos during his time as a Kentucky state senator, said in a statement that he supports protecting national security and Americans' data, but that he's never seen a bill with this much impact move so quickly. He said, quote, "It is unrealistic to expect a company like this could be sold in 180 days, and I'm not confident the provisions of this bill would survive a First Amendment challenge." As for the Senate, we already know where Republican Senator Rand Paul stands on this. Today, he called the legislation, quote, "a disturbing gift of unprecedented authority to President Biden and the surveillance state." At last check, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell had not yet commented on the bill. In Washington, Aaron Kelly, Spectrum News.